Hello and welcome. This is attempt number 2. So we've had a nightmare. We used another bit of software again and it was all choppy and horrible. I am all over the place, but I am all good to go. Now I've got to wait for the notifications to go back out again. But what we were showing, literally first 2 minutes into the live stream, is that Lion Knight Castle is back on the Lego website. So I'm just getting everything back up and running, just waiting for the different bits and pieces to happen. Let me get this up. So the insiders bits and pieces are here. We are there. And yes, we are. Yeah, choppy still, but fingers choppy on the audio. So Lion Knight's Castle is back. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, he says, no, newest, high to low. It's there. So if you need to pick it up, get it, because that sold out instantly. Now, I've got a really bad feeling that it's not going to push the notifications, because I've gone too live again too soon, which is really annoying, because we had loads of people waiting. And now I just don't think it's going to work, which is a little bit frustrating. I'm just seeing if I can actually see anything in the background, because this might be completely pointless, me going live. It might start working again. I don't know. So as and when people start coming in, just let me know if the audio is choppy, and then we can just carry on, because I've got nothing working at the top of the screen. So I'm not 100% sure what has happened. It was all well and smooth yesterday. Right, we got first person's in, first vote's coming in. So I'm assuming the notifications are going back out, but I can't see any notifications my end. Triggerix, there we go. All good. Fantastic. Right, being confirmed, we can carry on. So this is the software where I can't share the bits and pieces on the screen. So sorry about that, but it is what it is, isn't it? So let's take a look. I can now take a deep breath and just figure out what is going on. So this is the aftermath of day number 1 from the Lego Insiders. Now, I was just going to go over the bits and pieces of what's on back order. So you can see the Gringotts Bank is on back order, and that was it. I thought that's all we're going to be talking about. Then we're going to be talking about, sets that everybody bought and all that kind of thing. Does seem to be that the Lion Knight's Castle is back, as we've seen. And does that mean, are they going to bring anything else back over the weekend? Because America was, a minute, and the Lion Knight's Castle disappeared, and all the other little bits and pieces. I'm just going to keep that up on the screen, just so people, as people start jumping in, they can see exactly what's what. So I will re-say everything I said in the last live stream. Thank you very much to everybody that joined the live stream last night. That was the busiest live stream I've ever had, with the most amount of votes in a poll that I have ever had, a most amount of comments from people that I've ever had, and everything else. So thank you very much indeed. That was good fun last night. So fingers crossed, you will be getting the bits and pieces that you want to be able to get, and just hopefully it all works. Now, I am, my end, just waiting to see if it's actually going to work. Trillbrick says it is, so we are good on that. So again, if you can just everybody really like the video and do the poll and everything, it is what it is, isn't it? So I think it might be a quiet stream to start with, because closing the stream down and opening it back up again, never a good idea. And I did do a big build up to the last one, so that's kind of ruined everything. But did you get the giveaway purchases that you wanted? There's 3 available. Obviously, we are still missing the Ninjago set. Ninjago is not on there at all. So Ninjago. So you can see what it was. 223, completely out of stock. But it says temporary. So I'm assuming that means sold out. Or is it going to come back tomorrow? That is the question. Is this going to come back tomorrow or not? We are 100% got everything I wanted. So Triggerbricks has gone off and got lots of different bits and pieces today. Triggerbricks, let me know what it is you actually got last night. But the fact that you have also now got, well, I think it might. So I did put day 1 I did put day one for a reason, but I didn't put day one as a reason thinking that all the bits and pieces would come back in stock. So that is that's pretty exciting. That is pretty exciting, to be honest. So we have got all the stuff still available on double points. Nothing is sold out. That is just on standard double points. All the giveaway purchases are still available. I need to get the American tab back open. So we will get that running up in the background and just see exactly what is going on with that. Lego USA. There we go. So you can see that the American site has got 4 offers. We covered this yesterday, so it's completely different to what the UK site has. But the American site does not have the Lion Knights Castle back in stock. So I will keep this up on the screen so people can see as the notifications go out. Everybody, as you are coming in, obviously let us know what it is you got yesterday. Are you happy with the bits and pieces that you had? If you wanted the Lion Knights Castle, it is available for $275.99. It is there on the UK website. Again, get over to the Lego website right now. It's there. I can't stress enough the amount of people I have had a record amount of comments that I have never, ever had before on the previous video. Everybody was saying the same thing, that the Lion Knights Castle sold out too quickly. We had it from Poland. We had it everywhere like that. Check your local Lego store, your Lego site, and see if it is there. And then write in that comment section if it's there and if you're going to get it. And if you could also like the video at the same time, that would be splendid, because that will help re-getting the algorithm back out to people, because it all went wrong in the first. That basically sums up my last couple of days, to be honest. Just stupid things going wrong all the time for no reason. But this is very, very exciting. This has come back. So I'm going to keep this up on the screen and we are just going to be looking at it. Hopefully it will catch people's eye. I was going to do a little bit of building in the background, but there's absolutely no point, because I think we're going to get quite a lot of comments coming in, hopefully, of people that have got sets. I can type it in, see what it is that they got. Trickle Bricks, you need to give me your number of what it is you got, and then we can obviously take a look and see what sets they are. So Lion Knights Castle looking very, very good. 4,500 pieces. It's tempting. It is very, very, very tempting, to be honest. This could be it could be my redemption Christmas present to myself for that price. I mean, with the points and everything else, it looks great, and it will work well in the medieval section. But is anything else going to come back? So I am just on the American website in the background. Will this come back at all? So the American website just says sold out, red, sold out of death at the moment. And the UK obviously is available. So is anybody going to be jumping in? Is anybody going to be getting that? And again, with everybody that was in the chat last night, we had, where do we have? We had Belgium, we had Poland, we had Australia, we had Canada, we had America and the UK. And that's just from people that let us know what website they got it from. So, yeah, last night was the busiest stream that I've ever done. This has literally just turned into now literally an aftermath stream. Like I said, I was going to do a bit of building, but not going to bother. There is a poll running, if you are watching this on the replay for whatever reason, where how did day one of Insiders Weekend go for you? Did you get everything you want? It sold out too fast? A nightmare? Or sales were good? So at the moment, it's split for all of those bits and pieces. But this is not a screenshot, ladies and gentlemen. This is available. Trickle Bricks has just gone back onto the Lego website and got it. So I'm assuming, Trickle Bricks, you've now got 3 lots of giveaways. And out of those 3, 1 is a poly bag. Is that correct? I'm assuming that's what has happened. So there is, because is the sail barge gone? So the Lion Knights Castle come back and the sail barge has gone. Is that still available? 60-day back order. I thought I read a comment from somebody. So this in the UK is on a 60-day back order. Trigglebricks says, yes, all correct. So he's got given all of the giveaway purchases again, which is great. So yes, get yourself over, because I see lots of people jumping in and then obviously doing whatever they need to be doing. Get yourself over to the LEGO website, see if there's anything on here that you want. The sail barge, obviously I don't think, it's not discontinuing, so this shouldn't sell out. So the fact that this is one of the longest days I've ever seen on the UK website. The 60-day thing happens quite a lot on the American, but not so much over on this side. So I was a bit confused with the American one, because the American one, and I thought this is just still the same full price for everything. But over in the UK, obviously, it's in the big sale and it's on a 60-day back order. So you can't really go wrong. You can't really go wrong with that at all. So for us, anyway. So it does seem to be, Trigglebricks has confirmed that all of the giveaway purchases are available. Going by the chat that we were all doing before it completely crashed and crumbled, which is very, very frustrating, but also make other people laugh. Has anybody got anything else from any of the other sales that are running this weekend? Trigglebricks was mentioning bits and pieces that you had got already. So I can get them up on the screen if you want to check out what any of those are. But if you want me to check anything out, I can do. The modulars are still available, which I'm quite surprised about. We're going to start basically going to go through quite a lot of stuff and just see what's on back order, what's still available. In fact, we'll see what's missing first. So let's just go high to low. And then I'll do the same thing on the double points as well. So Gringotts, we know, is on a back order. That's on the back order. So we've got two big sets on back order. I didn't even notice that it was on the back order tab when I typed it in before. River Steamboat, that's still there. All the other bits and pieces are still there. I'm surprised these are, but then they have been in sales in the UK for a long time. So I am amazed by what is and isn't about at the moment. McLaren F1, the City Tower, the Croissant, so 90 for the Croissant. Yeah, we've definitely got, I think we've got stronger sales in the US with the ×2 after seeing everything after the last night's live and wondering what was going to happen. I don't know, again, what happened in Australia. I could try. I wonder if I can actually do that. Can I get on? Can I actually see? Can I get onto the Australian website? I can. Well, why don't we take a look? Right, let's do it. Australian Lego website, which is the first ever time I've done this as well. So UK, the Lion Knights Castle is back on the Lego website. So I'm just doing everything now to see if it's come back across the board. We'll do it exactly the same way as what we did, high to low. Space wondering, what am I doing on here? So we are on the Australian website at the moment. And that's all you've got left. You've got 4 sets left in Australia. Did you get ×4 points? No, you didn't. Oh, your offers are awful. Did you get a sail barge? No, that's still... No sail barge for you. That's not very nice. Lions, that's obviously gone. So that dropped in. Is it out of stock? Gone? Ah, right. Okay, so this is a bit different then. So just be careful. Just be careful if you're from Australia, because it says temporary, where on the American, it's sold out. And I don't know. I thought it said sold out on the UK website, and obviously it's come back. So potentially for you guys and girls over in Australia, you might wake up to a nice surprise. Medieval Town Square's gone for you guys over there, and it looks like you've got ×2 points across the board on a lot of the stuff by the looks of it, which is great. The Disney Castle has gone. So the Disney Castle is temporary out of stock. over in Australia. What's it doing on USA? On the USA, it is it gone? Disney. Can't even see it on there. What about this one? So back over to the UK. So that has gone. Is that gone? Yes, sold out. So that's the difference. So it's sold out and gone on the UK site, but over in Australia, you might be getting a restock. So you guys and girls over there might be very, very happy when you wake up, because they are wording this completely differently. I will try and find it on the American website. I'm going to go back onto the Lion Knights Castle first and just... So the Lion Knights Castle on the American, it says sold out. So we've got temporary out of stock, sold out, and sold out for three different sets. So they are wording it differently. So that is something to consider. They are working differently. Oh, the Lion Knights Castle was always temporary. See, I didn't see that, Trickle Bricks. I didn't see that. So that means then it might be coming back in Australia. It's definitely obviously come back in the UK because we can clearly see that it's there. And you've just bought one. So you are, well, laughing with that. Let's be honest. We've got what, times 2 points on all. I'll just keep it recommended. So all of these are still available. Not even that. Nothing's gone on to back order from any of this. Again, I'm on the UK website at the moment. Willy Wonka is at times 4. But yeah, the big bit of news, literally as we were going live, is the Lion Knights Castle has just been restocked on the website. So how long that's going to last for, I don't know. But they might as well try and do it. They can make some money out of it. Why not? Because it seemed to have gone very, very quickly all around the world. The Italian Riviera is still there. Hogwarts is still there. Eiffel Tower is still there. Shire, everything is still there. Yeah, it just seems to be everybody must have just gone straight in for the Ninjago, and they've gone in for Lion Knights. I'm just going to go across all 3 websites. So does our Ninjago say it's gone forever? No, the city markets is only temporary. So keep your eyes peeled what might happen by the end of day today. Because if the Lion Knights Castle has come back, it means this has a very, very good potential to come back in the UK. Now, I'm just going to jumping on to the American website. What is the American website saying? The American website is saying something different. The American website is completely sold out. Different. American website is gone and dusted. The UK temporary. So Lion Knights Castle's back. This might be coming back then if this is just a temporary thing, which is interesting. Going over to Australia. What does it say in Australia? It's back. In Australia, you can now get this again because this sold out straight away, I do believe. So we've got a restock in Australia for the Ninjago City Markets, and there's been a restock on the UK website for the Lion Knights Castle. So in America, it's both of them are gone. So you're not going to get a restock on those 2. So yeah, we are in the UK, we are temporary. In America, it's gone. And over in Australia, it's available again. Well, I'm assuming all of the giveaway purchases and everything are across the board are still the same. Oh, that's a good point. It's not on sale, is it? That is a good point. It's full price. I didn't even notice that. I thought it had gone. Or what did it? Did it go into a sale and it's been restocked? It can't have gone into a sale and been restocked full price, surely. Yeah, it's good. There's a good spot. Trickle Bricks getting a little bit carried away with that. Maybe that thing. It didn't seem to have much else on stock, because what did the Lion Knights Castle go for? I went down to $479 Canadian, Australian. The Upscale Santa's on back order. The Goonies is on back order. They've got a lot of stuff on back order. So that'll be shipped by the 19th of December. So we'll focus on the UK and I will click on the other stuff as and when it happens. At the moment, the votes are slowly starting to come back in as the notifications are finally get sent out after the madness of the start. But you've got everything I wanted. You've got sold out too fast. A nightmare. All the sales were good. So Trickle Bricks says the Gotham artwork and the Disney, are they? Gotham gone. That's something else. I was about to say, what else can we look for? So Gotham. So that is clearly not going to be getting a restock at all. What's it doing elsewhere? So in America, it is sold out completely in the States. And what about... So that's the problem with them taking it away off the website. It's sort of... It makes everything a little bit more difficult. Now, the animated series in Australia is temporary. John has made lunch while waiting. What are you waiting for, sir? What are you hoping to be able to pick up? So fingers crossed, if there's something that will be coming back for you, we're lucky by the looks of it, because where are we? This one. That's gone for us for good. Game over, sold out. But we are waiting for one big set, because this has come back. So I'll get this back up on the screen. Get it if you want it. It is available now. Oh, was waiting on me. Sorry, I was on. Yeah, it's been a bit of a nightmare, because it basically didn't work properly to start with. So we've had to jump on. So what we are doing, John, is the sales seem to be coming back, which is good. They seem to be getting restocks in the UK, and they seem to be potentially getting restocks over in Australia. It's not looking too good for you Americans, I'm afraid, at the moment, because your Batman has gone. Your Disney Castle, I think, has completely gone as well. Because that out of stock. Yeah, so your Disney Castle's completely sold out. Your Lion Knights Castle has completely sold out as well. Maybe they just couldn't get enough stock over. Maybe it's something as simple as that. That's why your stock went so quickly, to get stuff around. So where can we remember? Was it Poland that went wrong for everybody last night? I think it was, wasn't it? Right. What we do, we'll tag. We will change. Lego Poland. Right, back onto the Polish website for people, because I know this is going to get very confusing, but let's see if we can do this. Right, we're now in Poland now, which is great. So, what have they got left in Poland? Let's have a look. Right, so they've got the same stuff that's on back order to us, but they've got the Disney Castle where ours is sold out. And that's it at the moment. So what's their lines like? What's their lines doing? I was not expecting to do this evening. This is gone. So that is sold out, I'm afraid. So in Poland, you are stuck. So Poland sold out. Yeah. So John's saying that the castle sold out in about 30 seconds. Over in Poland, it was within 15 minutes. The markets and this had gone, but we've just got the restock back. So this is the UK. This is live. This is literally gone back up as a restock, I'm assuming, on the UK Lego website. If anybody needs one, they've got contacts in the UK that can send them one out. It might be worth sending that email to them, because it doesn't look like you can pick this up anywhere else at the moment. But the UK does look like it is waiting to get a restock on the Ninjago markets as well. Ninjago markets. Is it out of stock in Poland? Gone? Yeah, so it's sold out. Yeah, so Poland have got nothing coming back, because that's sold out. So Poland is looking like this. So they have only got basically a few bits and pieces left. So we're in Poland at the moment. They've got all the offers and everything running, but it seems to be that all of their stuff that they had, there's nothing on back order over there either. Very, very, very interesting. Amazing how each region just has completely different taste in stuff. They have completely different bits and pieces for sale and whatever else. So the Arkham is on back order. Everybody in Poland does have very good taste, and that will be shipped by the 1st of December. So if you're in Australia, keep your eyes peeled, because you have got bits and pieces. You have got bits and pieces that are coming. So there's lots and lots of people jumping in. So if you are from I'm going to keep saying this, if you are from the UK, this is now live. Yes, it's available. If you missed out and you woke up this morning and it gone, this seems to be the only place, it's the only website around at the moment that I can find. We have checked Poland, Australia, and America, and they are all completely gone. John says the only really good deal. Yeah, surprised actually how strong the Gringotts Bank was. The sail barge, that's what I do actually. Well done, John. Sail. So the sail barge in. I'm just going to get a load of the tabs up. If it starts to jump, let me know. Right, hang on. We will go. We will just. I'm just lining so you guys and girls can see. And I will get the one up in my ear to pop. That's why I keep blowing through. Oh. That one. Just getting it up and running in the background. Sail. Barge. Right. So we'll go through from left to right. I'll shout them out as you go. And you can see what is available. So the sail barge is still available in the UK, but it's on a 60-day back order, and it's yours for 343. If we then go over to the next website, which is the US in now, this is still available. Now, I'm assuming this actually was in a sale, because I've only ever seen it at this price. So it just says points, which is a weird and wonderful one, because everywhere else, look, if we go to Poland, it's on back order until the 10th of December in Poland. And over in Australia, it's not in a sale either. You just get double points. So we're basically 2 for 2 with those. So I don't know if people are happy that it's coming back for the restocks or not, because the giveaways are going to be about, aren't they? The giveaways. Yeah, that'd be it. Hang on. Lag in a bit. Let's shut down. We'll shut down 2. Is that better? All right. Hang on. Is that a bit better? Hopefully that is. I've shut some tabs down. So fingers crossed we are okay, because we don't want to be lagging. That would suck. We've already reset the stream once. So I'll just have a look at the poll. 5 votes in so far. You got everything you wanted. It was a nightmare. The sales were good. So close all the tabs. We've only got 1 tab open at the moment. So fingers crossed. Bing, yep, it's all good. We're back. Yeah, a bit ambitious. I had quite a few tabs open then, so that was a little bit ambitious with that. So we'll stick to 2. I think we can get away with 2. Right. So let me just. What shall we compare? Who else from around the world was in the live stream last night? Canada. Let's see what the Canadians are doing. What is the Canadians doing? So they do have their own separate thing. So we are now in Canada. What is available and left for them? I'm assuming it's going to be the same as the Americans. Possibly. So, oh, well, they've got the Williams car. That's something that I've not seen through any of the other websites at the moment. Random thing to be thrown into a sale. Obviously, Formula One's not as popular over in Canada. Gunship's still available. The boutique hotel's still available. The Jazz Club gone. Let's do a bit of research for the Canadians then. What is going on? So it was in the sale. I wish they just left it in the same tab. It's really difficult to get. So that's gone. So in Canada, that has disappeared. That's no use to anybody if you are in Canada. Is the Lions Knight Castle temporary or done for? So that went down to 400 Canadian. Sold out as well. So that's gone. What about Ninjago? They've still got the Stone Shrine. That went on the Lego website start of the month, didn't it? That went. It's not even there, the market. Ninjago market. Did this even go into a sale? It did, but it sold out. So it doesn't look like the Canadians are going to get much luck back, I'm afraid. But over to the UK. It's there if you want it. And if you could like the video, thank you very much indeed. Take part in the poll and just obviously chit chat to each other with the algorithm and everything else. So what shall we? Let's use that. We're going to use the Lego. Let's use the Lego website. Like I said, I wasn't going to do this. I can look for any sets that you guys and girls have got with regards to what you've managed to pick up today. Just give me the number. But we are. Have they done anything else? So no, we're still good. So we know that's on a 60-day. Yeah, so that's the one that's on 60-day in the UK. The Gringotts seems to be. Oh, it's gone again. It's gone. There you go. Out of stock again. That didn't take long, did it? How that was 33 minutes. 33 minutes. That went from being in stock to completely disappeared. I'm going to say that this is all to do with this live stream, and yeah. We'll say it's us with the news that we're giving out. That's what we're going to say. But it's still temporary, not done for. That literally in the last minute that's sold back out again. So Trigger Bricks has picked up 70641 from eBay, an absolute steal of a deal. I will be checking that out in a second. I am shocked that literally in the last minute has just gone back out of stock again. That did not last. That did not last at all. I was going to look through this list and see they had re-added the Ninjago, but they haven't. And all of the others are still on there. So again, in the chat, just let us know what it is that you picked up from the aftermath from midnight last night. Because obviously, it was a bit of a crazy time for everybody, wasn't it? Let's be honest, with people trying to get bits and pieces and not get bits and pieces and everything else like that. So John picked up 70641. which is a Ninjago. Is that another Rising Dragon set? No, Tempers and Masters of Spinjitzu. Lovely. Well, hopefully you got that as an absolute steal. Have you got enough room to display all these things that you're buying? Because I think you and two others bought about half the store yesterday. So, has anybody? Because what is it you have now officially got, Trickle Bricks? Oh, so the Violet minifigure. Oh, right, fair enough. So it's the minifigure. The minifigure's worth all the money. Yeah, that makes sense. Because if I remember rightly, you got the Sail Barge out of nowhere instead of getting the Lion Knight's Castle, and you got the Ninjago Markets, but you've just picked up the Lion Knight's Castle as well. So I'm assuming you've been given the confirmation email for that, and everything's good and happy. This will probably get restocked again, maybe tomorrow. That really did go very, very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Wow. Well, there we go. We broke some news to everybody, and now we're going to disappoint everybody that's coming in because it was there. We weren't lying, and now it's gone again. So it might be coming back in onto your local website. The only one I think is Australia, isn't it? Everybody else is sold out completely. These, what do we think actually? Because this is something we didn't speak about yesterday. What do we think of the price point of these? Do you think that they are going to be resold for this amount of money? Or do you think it's a little bit steep? Because obviously the Castle people are crazy for their Castle products, so they would buy that all day long. But the one that I was quite surprised about was this. I thought $21.99 for that was a little bit pricey. I mean, if that was on the shop floor, what money would you actually pay for that? Because obviously all of these are still available. Yeah, go and check Trickle Bricks. Let us know. So Trickle Bricks did get a confirmation email. I checked before you came back, but going to check again. Yeah, double check to make sure that you're good. And obviously it wasn't a mistake that they restocked the set. I don't think it will be because obviously now just a temporary out of stock again. So I'm assuming it will be bouncing. It will be bouncing back for everybody to see. But yeah, what do we think of this? Do we think that this is a price point that is going to be resold for, or do we think people are literally just going to sell it for whatever they want because they're not going to be fussed by it? Because it's not got a high price point to actually get it, has it, for 155? And I think just in the chat last night, there must have been nearly 20 of them sold minimum. Well, fingers crossed that won't happen for you, Trickle Bricks. Fingers crossed that will be the case. So yeah, that's it. Well, the thing is, so I guess the way to look at it is if you got the Lion Knight's Castle and you wanted it, and clearly it's the hottest ticket there is, you're just getting it, aren't you? So the only flip side is if you really wanted that giveaway, the castle giveaway, and you had to literally buy loads of different sets to get it. So yeah, I would say so. I would say for the hot chocolate stand, definitely wait until next year because there's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be a lot of them with the Black Friday stuff as well, I would imagine. I just don't know what this one would go for. Obviously, we can see what it's valued at, but the market's going to be swamped with them, and it's also going to be swamped with the other castle ones as well. But you're going to get about £50 back from both, aren't you? And the poly bag will make a couple of pounds. It's obviously if you got a little stall of when you go to like the toy conventions and all that kind of stuff, then it'd be easy enough. But the poly bag might be quite a nice Christmas present to somebody. It's a nice looking thing. The thing is with it is you get a free Legoland ticket for kids under a certain age. So that ticket is 15, 20 quid. So that's not too bad, is it? So you just got kids go free when paid with an adult ticket to Legoland. So if you were going to Legoland and you got given this poly bag, just cut that off. You can't go. That's probably. This is just as valuable as the other two if people realise that, and if you've got a little one, that you are going to be taking this to a Legoland park. If you don't have a Legoland park, then that's it. Yeah, so it's annoying really, because I don't go for the giveaway purchases, but I do like that Winter Village thing. So I will probably look at getting it next year, but I would only pay a small amount for it. But I'm not buying anything now for £150 to get it. So in my head, the way I can justify it is that I'm just going to pay £20 for it, or £15 or whatever it'll be next year, and I'm saving 130. So some people love them, some people don't. But I've always the problem is with the Winter Village ones, and this happens all the time. This is out now, as we know. This is now the time that you would get the train and the AT-AT together, or the upscaled Santa and the train, to break this price point. And you obviously get all the Winter Village stuff on double points. That is the best way for you guys and girls to get as much money back as possible, with points and a giveaway that goes with it for a display. And then the problem that you're going to have is that we've got next weekend, which is the Black Friday. The Black Friday will finish, and then I do believe, as they always do, the last couple of weeks up until Christmas, they will give you another Christmas giveaway. And sometimes it's this scale. And then, well, you've got nothing else to buy. There's nothing else that you are then literally buying something for the giveaway if you collect those sets, because that will scale perfectly with the winter bits and pieces. So obviously, today is the day that you get the winter stuff. I've always done it traditionally. I've always got the winter stuff today and then just got given the giveaway. I always try and save it for double points. Yeah, that's it. That's fair enough, Matt. A lot of people would do that as they only want the giveaway. That's very true. Yeah. So if I just wanted the hot chocolate stand, because this is it's different, isn't it? Because this is a bit like the giveaway with the Enterprise, because it scales with it and you got all the minifigures, and it's just, you can make a really nice diorama out of this. The Lion Knights Castle one, for example, I've got no interest in that whatsoever. And if I broke the price point for that, then obviously I would just sell it. I've got absolutely no interest at all. Yep, still temporary. It's not saying gone. Ooh. And what was this one? 28th. First. Well, that escalated quickly. So the Gringotts Bank, you are now not getting until next year. So they've suddenly changed the date on that as well. So it's all happening. So Gareth managed to get the Lion Knights Castle with 2 giveaways. Congratulations to you, Gareth. We were literally, for the last half hour, gobsmacked that the Lion Knights Castle in the UK came back in stock. And as of a few minutes ago, it's then just gone. And you got the D&D set. Oh, that is a fantastic set, the Dungeons and Dragons. So we'll take a look at the D&D, because over in Argos, they do have very, very big sales on. And even with the double points that are running at the moment, it's much cheaper to get it from Argos, because the points don't justify, that kind of thing. Because the sales that we get in the UK regularly, may I add, it's a little bit different. So John's saying it's out of stock here. I'm assuming, John, you're meaning this one. So I will just double check. Only in case there's a lag, I'll just double check on the American website behind. I'm on the US. Let's have a look. Where are we? Lego US. That's the one. I like this when something goes wrong. Seen this before? It just makes me laugh. Can't find this page. Slightly concerning. It's like, uh-oh. Gringotts. Yes, it has gone. That didn't take long for it to go, did it? We are on America. Here we are. This is America for you. Gone and sold out. Yeah, so a lot of your stuff in the States didn't just go temporary. It's gone. So Disney Castle is kaput, like us as well. We're thinking Australian Poland might get them back. But yeah, you've literally got all of your stuff gone. And it didn't look like to me that the sale was in a sale, but I could obviously be reading that wrong. So yeah, I don't know. Gareth also got the Adventures in Transparency just over RRP. Yeah, you're very lucky with that. But I think a lot of people obviously got it to sell that back on, and they did the filter, didn't they, of the extra sets? So then people were like, "Oh, it's not going to be as worth as much as what they thought it was on the resale." They sat on for it for a long time. I think they would have been okay, but yeah, I think they just decided to. Some people they've just got it gone. So the D&D that is available in Argos for this thing just here. So obviously it's double points everywhere. I think it's everywhere. The dragon on this, the wingspan, very, very impressive. The orange dragon does look very, very good. Easy enough to move because it goes into 3 pieces. The purple roof looks nice. Yeah, all the minifigures and everything. And of course, if you have got the D&D CMF minifigures, then yeah, you can't go wrong with it. So it's a big thing. It looks good. And it's got well, there's a lot going on with it, isn't there? So Ryan says, I got confirmation from DPD that my Lion Knights and Gotham has shipped already. Oh, the Titanic is moored in the warehouse. Hopefully you get the points back before Black Friday. Fingers crossed. Well, have you given the points for the other 2 that have been shipped? Because if they're already at DPD, you should have got the points for those, but they're separate orders, weren't they? So we know that you're getting double points on the Titanic. And did you see the excitement of the Lion Knights Castle coming back in for all of 35 minutes? So no points yet. So well, you should get them soon then. Hopefully by Monday you should have those points. Because I know a lot of people are hoping to get the points for the Enterprise. And the amount of comments that were coming in on the other video with all the sets that people have bought. Some people, you've just got to wait for them they've just got to wait for them to ship. And if you are taking, especially over in the States, if you're taking advantage of the ×4 points and there are lots of smaller sets that you want, everything's quadruple points, then you get the giveaways. You are laughing. So yes, Trugglebrick says they usually go on within 24 hours of being shipped. So hopefully, if they're getting them out very, very, very quickly. Obviously, the Titanic is such a big box that that might be coming from a different warehouse. That might be. It's not going to be with a different shipper. But I think this is almost the same size box as what they use for the Death Star. I think so. It's maximum capacity for those boxes. But yeah, Ryan yesterday had a hell of a haul. So I'm using the YouTube software at the moment, right? So I can't get people's comments on the screen. But you got the Knight's Castle and the the Gotham. So this Gotham set here that we were heavily looking at yesterday. Again, fantastic price. Just it's gone. So I look at mine on the wall. It's great for me. I'm very, very happy with mine. I can't go wrong with it. I think the minifigures are good. I think the actual size of it's good. Everything's great. And then, of course, it looked like everybody did the same thing. They waited for this sale and they picked it up. Yeah, I bet they pulled quite a few extra warehouse staff in for this weekend and probably next week as well. Because they obviously give a date, don't they, for the last delivery for Christmas as well. So there'll be a point after Black Friday where it starts to come up, basically going, if you want it for Christmas, you've got to get this and yada yada yada. So the fact that you guys and girls are getting your sets already. Now, what we're going to do is tomorrow we'll just do day 2 of this with you guys and girls letting me know basically information of sets. Are you getting your points? Like Trugglebricks, for example, tomorrow we'll know if he's now got the Lion Knights Castle. I'm assuming everything's tickety boo and they just had more numbers available. I'm waiting. Obviously, I'm just going to keep checking the websites across us and everywhere else that the other's going to come back in stock in the morning. There might be another video of it's now back in stock. That might happen later on tonight. You just don't know. So I think it's just going to be a case of, are you just going to have to keep clicking back to see? Because what I find it a little bit bizarre is obviously they go straight past the 60-day period, and that's why it says temporary out of stock, because that's what normally happens, isn't it? When it goes past, well, that's true, Gareth. It could be. It was on there for a while though. It was literally, well, we'll say 50 minutes ago, because Tricklebricks bought it just as I went live, and it was gone within about the half-hour mark. So it was back on there. But the big difference is that all of the others, so we've just gone round Poland, Australia, and America, and all of those say sold out, whereas the UK just says temporary. So do we think it's gone past the 60-day and now they're just trying to clear some, so then it will go back as available to order? Because I'm assuming, going by the sale barge, because we're going to know with the sale barge tomorrow, that if this goes past the 60-day mark, it will be done for. I don't think I've ever seen it at 90 days. I'm sure 60 days is the most they do. I could be wrong, but I thought that was the case. But the fact that they are obviously clearly producing more numbers of the bank as well, because it would just say sold out by now. But I can order it now and just be put into a back order for the 1st of January. So I'm never 100% sure how it happens. Is some of the units just so strong that because obviously this is slightly different because it's sale products. So I'm assuming that they will have in their head a total amount of units, a bit like the Bricklink Designer program when it goes live. Did they just sell 30,000 units straight away and it's done? And then they know that they've got more units they can sell of this, because now at any point this will just go to being sold out. I'm sure it can't go past, I suppose it's not as long as 60 days yet, but like Tricklebrick says, sometimes there's no wait warning, other times they just go back order. So exactly that. So sometimes they just go sold out straight away, and other times it's back order. So, but with the sales stuff, I'm assuming they just want to milk as many sets as possible for the week, and then it's gone. So yeah, because if they have the opportunity to try and make some more castles before the 60-day period, they're going to want to get that extra money, and people will be happy to receive it sort of in the new year. But then they've got all the production of all the other sets that are coming out. So obviously the ins and outs of it, I find very, very, very interesting. So with regards to the poll, we've got 50% saying everybody got everything that they want, got everything I wanted. Nobody said things have sold out too fast. They're just saying it was a nightmare and sales were good. So complete mix with regards to all those kind of things. But let's just go through just the normal times 2 sets, because there is the retiring stuff, isn't there? That's what we started to look at yesterday. And here we go. So when these have gone, they've gone. So is there anything else that has changed on this? So Jazz Club, obviously we know. We did start to look at some of these, and they're all there. I actually am quite surprised that Bowser didn't go into a sale. I thought that might have been the case. I thought they might have done that. So Ryan says, earlier around 9 a.m, I looked at the sale barge and it was still add to cart. Came back about noon and it was arrived by December 19th. I refreshed 20 minutes later and it was 60. Yeah, so it's amazing, really, what people are waking up to and just doing it. Tricklebrick says, I queued for 4 minutes and as soon as it clocked hit 12, I was in. Smoothest year yet. So some people were absolutely laughing. I used the website and it was absolutely no problem whatsoever. So yeah, I was happy with that. I did read, like, some people just didn't quite get how the best way of doing it, because I think some people might have had this stuff in the basket and then you've obviously got to remove it to add it back in to get the bits and pieces. So I don't know if people lost out doing things that way. But yeah, it's going to be a case of just keep checking what's on. So yeah, the Bowser, I'm surprised it didn't go into a sale, but it was on back order recently, so obviously it's a popular thing. Obviously we know about the Santa's sleigh. I'm really surprised that the Santa's delivery truck is going. What else have we got? The Vespa. We've got the Infinity Gauntlet, the Castle Boathouse. See, this one feels like it's been around forever. The little classic Defender, because they made a huge. Can you remember the promo video they did for that, where they went up to like some massive mountain in Scotland with a yellow Land Rover? How it got there and didn't break down, I don't know, because of that age and model. And that was what it was all about. Thinking that we're going to get this huge Technic thing. It was part of this. So yeah, can't go wrong. Truckerick says I'm hoping to get the Bowser when my points gets added. Oh, what you're thinking of getting the Bowser? Oh, why not? Yeah, I see. I just clocked on. So when you get the points, you hopefully. Oh yeah. Well, if the points gets added tomorrow, can you get it tomorrow? Because you'll get double points back on the Bowser. Now, glass paper. Lion Knights was gone in 3 minutes in the US. Yeah, I know. We've been checking all the other Lego websites to see what's temporary and what will be coming back in stock. We have just had a restock of the Lion Knights Castle in the UK, and then it's gone again. So there's potential for the UK that the set to my right hand side, which is the Ninjago Markets, will be coming back possibly, but we are just waiting for the red doom of just the red stamp, isn't it? Just boff, sold out, not to be seen again, and then the game begins of trying to get everything on the aftermarket. So there's the Minions and the Big Banana Car, and then you've got the Apollo Luna, and you've got the London Bus, Hogwarts, you've got the Picnic, Pirate Ship, all of these. So I'm surprised none of these actually say back order at all. I thought people would really be taking it, because I'm assuming that these aren't going to be on double points after tomorrow. Right, we've got the comments are coming in. So Glass says, so if UK can restock, perhaps US could, but there's potential, Glass Paper, but the problem is in the UK, it just says temporary out of stock. When the US, it says sold out. But I would keep your eyes peeled, because the Lion Knights literally sold out again about 20 minutes ago. So Ryan says, problem with this the sail barge is you need the separate Scarlac pit. Yeah, that's very true. And you have to complete the scene. That is not on discount. No. But then don't forget, this sail barge isn't in... Oh, it's not on the retiring list. So... yeah, Trucklebricks beat me to it. The Scarlac pit is in huge sales everywhere else. So Argos, Smiths, all of those places, you can pick them up for hugely discounted prices. And yeah, as Trucklebrick says, the Scarlac pit is 30% off in Smiths if you're in the UK. Got the Lion Knights Castle a bit after midnight when it was in stock, and it was and when I was done buying it, I guess not a lot of people were going to go for it at the time. When I woke up at 8 a.m., it was sold out. Lithuania. Well, you got it. As long as you got it from Lithuania. Hello and welcome from Lithuania. You are laughing with that, because we have heard, so obviously Lithuania was good at midnight, so you're lucky. America was 3 minutes. We were saying Poland and Belgium was about 15 minutes and it had gone. The Lion Knights Castle in Australia was gone within an hour. And we are where we are for the UK. So we've just had a restock. So let me go. I don't know where you are, Ryan, so you don't have to let us know. But if you are, we will just go on to Smiths very, very, very quickly. And we're just going to type in Lego. Share this tab. So you should be seeing Smiths. So if I type in Star Wars, huge sales. I mean, huge. As you can see, Falcon 524. We've gone through all of this. We're just looking for the pit, and then we're going to jump straight back over. Walker's at 85. Battle Pack's 24. Advent Calendar is down from 24 to 20. Star Wars Sign 59 to 36. So the gunship, weirdly though, look, the gunship is still full price and it's cheaper. There it is. So it's down to 47. 47 from 69. So you could pick that up if you wanted to, and you might be able to get the bits and pieces that you're after. So Ryan is going, ooh, yep, indeed. So welcome from Lithuania. Hopefully you are okay. So yeah, at the moment we've got now a mix of everything. So it's 44% for everything I wanted, 11% for sold out too fast, a nightmare, and 11% said the sales were good. So I think they were very strong sales. And of course, what we're looking at the moment is not bad, having 2 times on everything. But I am surprised that there's not more stuff back order or whatnot. So yeah, as we're coming down, we can see what there is. NASCAR still, yeah, all the speed champions are still available. So we'll go through these pages slowly in the background, and we'll just keep then going back to the main page and see if anything comes back in, stock. But like the family tree, I don't know how well that sold, to be honest. I think was that another Lego Ideas set. I can't remember. I'm not 100% sure. So the Robot World, the problem is, well, it's not a problem because it's very good for the UK, but the problem that the Lego group's got in the UK is like the Robot World, for example, went down to like £59 at Very for a weekend. And we have this all the time. So a lot of people will pick it up when it's such a cheap price. And then when Lego finally do offers, people don't get them because they've already got it from a different company. Obviously, the Lego Group don't care because they're producing those sets to those companies as well. But everything that's on this retiring list so far, how is it none of this on back order? I am shocked. Triggerbrick says not very well. Not very well. Well, you're not very well. You've not done very well, or you've done very well. All of these. So I'm safely say I have not yet got anything at all. I still might crumble. I might crumble, but we will see. I am out the 2 things. It's a toss up between the Winter Village stuff and the John Wick Hotel is what I've always called it. But I don't know. And obviously it's the Enterprise next week. So if I got anything now, I definitely wouldn't get anything I wouldn't get the Enterprise at all. So I don't know. But yeah, as we're coming through, they've not done very well with anything that's on the back. I'm sure they are selling tens of thousands of units. Yeah, this year for Speed Champions, it is a winner. Because for this year coming, because they've got all the movie cars. But I wonder if it's because of what we were talking about before with Mattel having the Hot Wheels in construction form, if Lego is now pushing more towards movie and F1. Because obviously last year you had all the F1 cars, and obviously they're all in sales at the moment. But it'd just be interesting to see what happens with everything else. Because I'm surprised this is still available. Because this is the cheapest I've ever seen it. Now, obviously, we get massive sales in the UK all the time, and I've never seen this low, and that's including Smiths, Argos, or anywhere like that. I've just not seen it anywhere. So I'm very, very surprised that this is still available. So you get five nice minifigures with it. I want to say it's the first time you get the Emperor like that, and she's in her main outfit that she wears in the Clone Wars as well, isn't she? This is the Clone Wars ship. Yes. So that's the one that she goes around sort of beating everybody up with. So yeah, I thought because that obviously got thrown to your back burner, Trickle Bricks, when all of a sudden you saw the sail barge. I'm pretty sure you probably made the right decision getting the sail barge compared to the gunship. I think that's a fair I think that's a fair shout. So you did You did good on that. But yeah, Speed Champions next year is looking strong. Does seem to be we're obviously waiting for a lot of sets to come out. A lot of sets. So yeah, there's going to be what we reckon is going to be nearly 300 sets, I would think. So, do you think how many are just in this list? But I mean, I would have thought something like this would have had a sale rather than just points, even if it was just 10% off. Because I'm sure at some point they do get money knocked off. Because this has obviously been around for a while, but that is an expensive. It's an expensive thing for what it is that you get. John says, yeah, the gunship is a great set, but it's been on sale so much. Yeah, that's it exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying, John. So the problem is that that's the cheapest I've ever seen it ever. But some people you need one. So if somebody's already got it, you're not going to get it again because the sale is so far gone from the Lego group. And I mean, yeah, Triggerwitch says it's funny, it's never on sale over here. So it seems to be that I have found that over in America, you do seem to get a lot of sale stuff for Star Wars, John, where if that, say, for example, Smiths at the most, it would be a £5 off, and that's it. It has never, ever been anywhere near £100, close to. You'd be paying like 119, so you might maybe get £10 knocked off if you're very lucky. But this is the joy of what Lego's doing, isn't it? They've basically they're now making you play a game of if you wait, like say for example, last night, and I know I've said this, but this is just for everybody else that's in the background. Last night I had the opportunity of getting the Ninjago City Markets, which I have nearly finished to my right hand side, but I also run the risk of not actually getting it because it sells out so quickly. But if I did get it last night because it was available for me, I would have got all of that extra stuff that I didn't get with this. So if that is potential game that what a lot of people might start playing, and if they start playing that game, we're going to be a lot more disappointed because there's going to be a lot more people jumping in for everything. But you can see the skiff is still there on the double point. So we are currently looking at the UK stuff. This, I can't imagine this being hanging around for too much longer. This will have to go on back order soon because they are now in the price point of Smiths. I've got one and it was this price. So Tricklebrick says, yep, same with the 8080 drive helmet, never on sale, but the Django one is always on sale. I know, it's bizarre. So over this way, they definitely pick and choose what stuff goes on, what stuff goes on sale. Hang on, I've just thought it. Where else is the line? Where is it? Wilkinson's. I know this is very, very, very weird, but hang on. I am just doing something on. Hang on, Lego. What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? They just not. This is a website that I can get all the time in the UK to look on. You got a couple of quid knocked off in the Avengers Tower. However, £2 knocked off the eyeball. Absolute waste of space. Is the line? I'm sure. They had the Lion Knight's castle, but I'm on the range now. I don't think because it's not exclusive to Lego, is it? So there might be places people can actually pick it up in the UK. Hang on, just having a quick think. In the background, it's on Amazon. Don't know if it's still available, but it is on Amazon. Or has it gone from there? I don't know. That might completely now. But yeah, so this set here is still available. I think it looks very, very good. So you can obviously pick that one up. Hang on. So John says it's always on sale for about $112, never as low as it is now. That's very true. Yeah, that does seem to be a very, very strong sale. Trigger Bricks was saying about I guess the customer service will send one for free if you ring them up. I'd have thought people would have wanted the new fog. True, because there was it discrepancies in that, or they updated something because was there something wrong? There was a print of something wrong somewhere, wasn't there? So that's happened a couple of times in some of the Star Wars stuff. People actually purposely went out to try and pick the minifigures that were wrong, which I thought was a weird and wonderful thing to do. Also, got the Space Lab. I think I've seen that much cheaper elsewhere. Obviously, on the double points, you've got the John Deere Harvester, Iron Man, Hydra. You've got the T6. The crane's far too expensive at that price. When we know it went into the sale and it went on back order, so that one I am quite surprised that it didn't go back into the sale. Final battle for the Spider-Man. Again, you can make really nice displays with that if you wanted to. And the Bark Speeder. So we're yet to hit anything that's on this retiring list that is on back order. And this is the last. You can only get double points on this tomorrow. You're using better ink. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So I wonder if people would get two sets because of that and have the two minifigures on the shelf side by side. Because people love those sorts of things, don't they? Luckily, it's not my sort of thing, but people do love that kind of thing. Right. So that's all of those covered. Nothing. There was nothing about at all on that one. So what's going on back on here then? Have they done anything exciting? Have we missed anything in the last 10 minutes? I've got into habit of that now. High. We're always going back to high stuff. Have they updated it? No. So it still says temporary. That still says the first. And the other one clearly must still be on a 60-day. I wonder how many sales are going through right now. There must be loads and loads of people buying it. Hello, Mr. Rubbernos. How are we? So Rubbernos said, I stayed up till midnight to catch the sets I wanted. Only got one. Whoever brought all the jazz clubs, I'll send here. Oh, no. So you couldn't get the jazz. Hang on, then. I think that is still available here. I don't even know why I'm going to type it in. It's lower down. Yeah, no problem. We got no problem. Oh, hang on. Oh, that hurts. There we go. It's gone. Temporary. That was available 10 minutes ago. So it's changing all the time. It's changing all the time. So this is now gone. So this was available for us and it has now just disappeared. Is the Jazz Club still available? Yes. Yes, it is. So you can get it if you want to. What is going on? Why is it all gone weird? I don't know what's going on. Hang on. There we go. You're back. I don't know what went wrong with that, but hopefully everything's now working okay. That was a bit weird and wonderful. So yes, over in Canada, they've got them. The hotel's gone. Well, that teaches me then, doesn't it? But yes, we have got this available for $159.99. So you can still pick this up if you wanted to. Yeah, we had it at John Lewis for a while, 25% off. Yeah, because it's gone at the Jazz Club has been on sale, huge sale in the UK for ages, as has the hotel. And as Trigger Bricks is saying, it's 25% off. So this is still here. So it's if you want to pick it up, obviously the giveaway works really well with this. So the little vehicle that it comes with is a great looking, it's a great set. But it is literally chopping and changing through this whole live stream of what's available, what's sold out. We've gone through this list once and all of this was fine. Now it's back out of stock, which means What is the American? Because it was available over in America as well, I think. Is it still available over in the States? No. Obviously, sorry, Rubber-Nose. Obviously, you're from that way, aren't you? So, and that's sold out, gone. I thought, well, where is it? Australia? I've seen it somewhere else. We've looked at a lot of different websites today. So I ended up buying the hotel and the Tudor Corner. Both are really, they are, yes. Yeah, they are very, very good indeed. The hotel is very, very good. So yeah, John Lewis had 25% off the hotel and the other one. Yeah, that's it. If you wanted those two modules, they've been on sale everywhere. That's it. The sales have actually been better elsewhere. It's just £9 more expensive on the Lego website, but obviously you get the points. So it probably works out to be there or thereabouts the same. But yeah, they've been on sale for a long, long time, as has the Lighthouse and a lot of the other bits and pieces as well. But obviously, some people don't tend to shop elsewhere apart from the Lego website itself. So it's always interesting to see what people think of those. What do you think of the upscale racing drivers stuff? Because obviously that's going to be there as the upscale Santa, isn't it? So they'll all go hand in hand. Obviously, the first one was the wooden one, and then there's a pirate exclusive at the Lego house, and then you've got a couple of the others. There's 3, I think. So, and obviously with the Santa one, that takes you up to the next level. So yeah, there's lots of stuff. Is the Lighthouse still in stock? Well, let's have a look. It's 2 points, and it is available still. It's gone at John Lewis though, because in John Lewis that was 190. So it's gone. So I was tempted by the 4 points. So Mr. Rubber-Nose says I was tempted by the times 4 points on the Steamboat was offering, but I'd rather use City Building than boat. Fair enough. Makes sense. So yeah, it is tempting because that Steamboat is big. It is a big thing. But if you don't need it, then you don't need to worry, do you? So you can just sort of pick and choose and wait and see. And everybody that's liked the video and taken part in the poll, guys, thank you very much indeed, because YouTube likes that sort of thing. So I can't see how many people have liked it. I can just see the poll is changing. Can I see it on here? No. So fingers crossed it will be ticking up. So only thing John brought was the upscale driver. There we go. Winner. So that's all you need. Save yourself some money. Was that one times 4 points for you, John, or was that times 2? Because that was, again, different. That was different over on this side. So the polls are coming in. 36 for Got Everything I Wanted. Sold Out Too Fast is 18%. Nightmare up to 33. And the sales were good at 17. Yeah, we will. I've heard some horror stories in the comments from people. So one thing I did like is that there was somebody in from Poland last night, and if you remember who that individual was, said that they got the medieval village, but they got kicked out before they could get the Lion Knight's castle, or vice versa. They went to get the Lion Knight's castle, got kicked out. That had sold out, and then they still managed to get the medieval village to go with the castle from over in Poland. The video that I did about like the update of where guys had like nearly 30 comments on, there was a comment in there saying that individual managed to get a Lion Knight's castle through somebody that they knew in the UK. So there you go. The community helps each other, which is good. And it came through Top Trump. So the UK Lego website was definitely used for something good. The gingerbread. You will get that right before Christmas. So again, if I was to, I just don't get it. Is it bad that I don't understand this set? I like it, but I don't get it. I'm assuming it's supposed to be displayed open with a double front door. It's big enough for minifigures, isn't it? Because you've got the Santa up top. So I might end up getting it at some point because I do quite like it. And I think it might look quite nice with the gingerbread house that I've got. With the actual, and I say the gingerbread house, the actual modular. And that could just go up with it. But yeah, that's on back order at the moment. And of course, you get 2 times 2 points on that, because potentially I could get that and the train, and because that would take me. That would take me to the. Or would it not? It'd be close to the 150 mark. So last time I just got the Santa's delivery truck, the other set, and the modular, and I got the giveaway for it because it wasn't a high price point. So Glass Paper says, no, this set sucks. The 8080 clears. The 8080 clear. Oh, I see what you mean. So the 8080, which is this one. Apparently, it's smaller than what I thought it was. It is very difficult to get hold of. 31st of December. So you will be lucky to get this in 2025. I don't know if it's available still in store. You can get double points on this right now. I don't know if you can get it in store. You've got to do your local store checker. It's impressive that this has been out of stock since day one this has come out. So this is, I think, the longest out of stock set I've seen, because this came out in October, didn't it? So it came out around the time the Black Pearl came out. Now the Black Pearl's been restocked, but this still is going put further and further and further back. So I'm assuming they can't keep up with demand in store either. So yeah, it'd be. I don't know if I can make the gingerbread the gingerbread 8080 work in my display, but I was thinking, oh well, I do really like the Winter Village bits and pieces. Do I? Don't I? But I don't know. And what do we think about the City Tower going into the sale so soon? Because that only came out in January. Robin was like, I never wanted to eat a Lego set more than what I do now. I know. We're talking about Gingerbread 8080 and Gingerbread House. Yeah, good point. Yeah, the only good thing about the set is the Vader minifigure, which obviously it does look good. And the fact that you can, if you wanted to, use the Gingerbread Vader in the modular Gingerbread House. That's not too bad. Truckle says, with the advent calendars. Advent calendars, what on? Hang on. Oh, top it up with the advent calendars. That's a good point, because then you would get all the minifigures that you wanted. They're also available at the moment. We did check this before, and we thought that, the Arkham's back in. We did think before that this was the best valued one, because you get all of these, don't you? I do like them. I just think it's a nice thing. I like the fact that at Christmas you actually get all the Christmassy mini, and it's, again, this is the main thing that you do. I think out of everything, the Winter Village displays are made up with the figures. That's why they do the pab stuff, where other times it's not really like the big ships and things. They're nice that they come with them, but you don't really have to worry about it too much. But with the figures in a Winter Village, well, if you don't have a load of figures in there with Christmas jumpers, it's kind of pointless. Sugar Bricks was saying, no, the advent calendars came out on the 1st of October as well. There we go. Sorry. They came out with the advent calendars on the 1st of October. Makes sense. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, the Gingerbread 8080, untouchable since the 1st of October. So I don't know if it is available in store. I have no idea. But yeah, if you wanted to top, I guess if you wanted to top up the advent calendar with the train, you could do that and then just take it, because if you wanted both. So I would use those minifigures. The Star Wars one is a bit odd this year, isn't it? Because I say odd, it's just there's nothing really Christmassy about it. So, and the Harry Potter, they have got a handful of characters in. The Frozen, again, handful of characters in. And you can see what it was years gone by. So, that is, you got me thinking now. Obviously, these are on 2 points. So how many points do you get for this then? 320. But the only problem is with these is that after the first week in January, they get like £6 knocked off. So John got the Harry Potter calendar this year. Yeah, the Star Wars one we kind of clicked on was like, yeah, it's just really bizarre because they could have, they just don't do it. They could have put something Christmassy in there. I can see what people would want the stuff if you're going to have it at some sort of factory-ish and that's at a push. But I mean, you got one little Christmas jumper, and I suppose you're supposed to have that as a little Christmas tree, but yeah, you're clutching at straws on that one. And you got the evil C3PO. So it's not it's just, yeah, it's not exactly Christmassy, that to me. So that has to be one of the not so up there calendars. Harry Potter, I'm trying to get to it rather than having to type it in. This one got some good figures with it. So you can see all the Christmas jumpers that are involved, and you have got bigger builds of bits and pieces. That does look pretty cool, to be honest. So each one of these, it's a set, isn't it? So each one of these you could have bought as a set or part of a set as recently. So you've got the talking hat, you've got all the other little bits and pieces, and then you've got oversized, overscaled other bits and bobs. And each one of those are in their own jumper. So you cannot go wrong with that. So yeah, the City one, I think the City one personally for me would be the best one for a display with the Winter Village stuff. So because what I would do is every single one of those toys I would put in the workshop, and then I put them by the Santa's workshop, sorry, the elf workshop, shall I say, and then all the wrapped Christmas stuff. So I've got another present there. I put all the actual wrapped stuff in a different display. There will be a video coming of the display. I'm 90% done on it already. And it just looks very, very, very festive. So Trigger Bricks, you might be onto something with that completely by mistake. So, and as we're just having a festive 5 minutes, if I type in the Christmas tree with enough S's, actually, hang on. I'll start with the train first. We'll do both. What do we think of this? Because I would happily, with the minifigures with the advent calendar, it would make up for it. So, what do we think? Yeah, bit of an accident. So Triggerbrick says the Star Wars calendar is something like 100 grams lighter than the others, and they're only 300. Yeah, no, it's an interesting way that they're doing it. But what do we think of this train? Is it as good as the others or not? Yeah, because I've had my own Christmas tradition. I know it's sad, but everybody's got them. That this is a set. It's a Christmas tradition for me to get a Winter Village set this weekend or the last weekend of the double points. Because in years gone by, it was the Black Friday weekend, if you remember, before they did their own insider stuff. So yeah, there's potential for me to get that. Or what I really wanted was the Christmas tree. I'm having a nightmare. I'm starting to dribble. There. This is what I wanted. But I still think it's too much money to justify this year. But maybe if it goes into a sale, I might pick it up because I think there's a lot going on with this. And this just reminds me of putting up the Christmas trees with cats and stuff where they just sit at the bottom. It just happens to come with a cat. So, yeah. I like the Christmas stuff. I like the Christmas stuff. But there is, and what I'm going to do is go back to the main bit. I'll let you guys and girls catch up. And I want to find the original train. That's what I want to find. Python. Still out of stock. The fact it's not been removed from that area yet kind of makes me think, is it going to come back? Anything else out of stock? So there is another Winter Village train. but it's very, very expensive. Oh, I never, I never actually noticed that. The actual train of the blue one is a lot bigger than the older red one. That's deceiving. Ah, well, you're not even looking at anything, are you? Sorry, I'm looking at the stuff in the background, so you can have a look at this. So yeah, I've just found a side by side image, and the blue train, the actual train, is a lot bigger than the green and red train, but the carriages might be smaller. How deceiving is that on the Lego website? Because those images made the whole thing look really small. Oh, okay. Is this what I'm after? No. Can anybody find me the original Winter Village train? It was white, the carriages were huge, and I can't find through this search engine, because this search engine is rubbish, what it is. It goes for a lot of money on eBay, I know that much, but I want to find the number so I can type it in on the Lego website on the instructions. No, I cannot see it at all. So I'm going to have to I'm going to need your help with this, guys and girls, if you can find something for me. And I'll carry on looking through on those. It was the first ever Winter Village train that came out. Oh, the Oreo. The Oreo, yeah. Why don't I just type in this? What trains are available? Yeah, so that photo there looks like it's small, but it's actually a lot longer, and it looks like it's a lot taller. So if I got it, I can do a side-by-side comparison. Wouldn't that just make more sense? The original design that was voted on was the Orient Express, was amazing. I think finished with a... Yeah, that's very true. So I do believe for this, I also read that the actual company got involved a lot and changed a lot of stuff. Oh, John knows somebody. Yeah, that old train. That's the one. Yeah, it's big, isn't it? It's got the logs. It's much longer carriages. I didn't even know it was a thing until I went to Billund and saw it in somebody's window. I was like, "What is this?" Yeah, I think they did rub a nose. They did fix it. But I think the price went up. We're gonna have to hang on. Mission is on now. Mission is on. Let me use a different search engine. Lego Winter Village train. Lego Winter Village train. Old. Ah, got it straight away. That is horrific. Oh no, expensive this thing is. Are we ready? Are we ready? Right, knew it'd be on eBay. There it is. Look at the price of that. It's big, mind. Don't get me wrong, it is big, but that is astronomical amount of money. So what set number is it? 10173. Right. Bit of Christmas shopping now then. 10173. I would like it, I'm not gonna lie, but I'd never pay that at all. Do we have a better picture? Is it even on the Lego website? Of course it is. Here we go. If in doubt, we found it. This is a thing, by the way. Just so you say thing. Look at this. I'm going to download the instructions. I'm excited now. Look at it. It is beautiful. Let me just shut some tabs down in case it starts juddering. So we are You should have it in front of you. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We will be going back to the other trains, and then we will be taking a look at all the other little bits and pieces. But we have got sidetracked as we normally do, and we are now exploring sets that people didn't know existed. So we've gone from having the Lion Knights Castle back in stock within the first minute of us going live to now back nearly a 20-year-old train, which I do believe is a 9-volt. I think. So it's 4 base plates in length in total, and it's obviously, well, it's very, very long. But look how basic the minifigures are. I want it so bad. I do want it. Oh, I would love that going around the Christmas tree. Oh, look at that. That was the time that they were all available. So if you like your trains and you want to make your display, that's what I would have liked to have done something like this. This was all 9 volts, wasn't it? That's that kind of track. So you can have them shooting around, doing all the different bits and pieces. If you are a train fan, you can understand. I can understand because I mean, you look at all the Octane stuff. This was when it was just much more basic. And they look great in multiple things, and they made really big efforts in their instruction booklet. See, look at this. It's a time capsule. So an airport. Who knew that this was a thing? So we've got a monster crane. Look how old the SKU numbers are. 7249. We'll have to do this more often. Type in an older set and look through. This is a proper trip down memory lane. I have never seen all that before. I've never seen those two. Is this new to you guys and girls? This is bright. These were a thing. So I honestly would love to be a completionist on the Winter Village stuff. So this is way, way, way back when we had all the Lego Club magazines, and look at that Death Star. That's when it came out. Oh, I really do want it. So that is, and they are big carriages. They are proper big carriages. So they look great. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep that on the screen for you guys and girls just to soak all of this in. I'll keep it like where should we go? Well, we'll go to there first. It's difficult. Hang on. Have a look at all of that first. This could turn into a disaster. Mind, I'm letting you know that this could turn into a complete disaster. I would love that train. So, John, we will look at the Orient Express and the Hogwarts Express after. Obviously, you've still got them in your shipping boxes. Does anybody else know of any older Winter Village stuff? So let me know. But I am going to download the other instruction booklet and see what else is available. Oh, it is very, very, very pretty. So I am just... I mean, look at this. Look how big those carriages are. They are massive. I knew this was the biggest train, and it's very basic. Don't get me wrong; these pieces are a monster, but they're the same. They've changed it. This was at a time, and this is now, I think, what you guys and girls might understand with me now saying when you look through the instruction booklets, it's a time capsule to what else was available at that time. And I think Lego are missing a massive trick at the moment, not doing this. It is really, really nice. Look at that. So you've got a crane engine. So that's a separate set as well. So set 7893 is for the big jet. And then that is a separate small thing you can buy. And I'm assuming the big other plane comes with the actual airport. Oh, it carries on. It carries on. So I have seen this before. This stood up tall thing. That is massive. And it's very expensive now. And I have seen this. I've seen these online, but I've never seen them in person. So you can see just what it is you could potentially be doing. I hope you guys and girls, if you are going to start backtracking any of this, please let me know, because I am intrigued with what we're looking at the moment. But what is the end result on this? So you've got a beautiful carriage, beautiful colours. Did they actually clip all? And it's the magnetic stuff as well. So no, they don't actually show the train altogether. Ah, what a shame. We just got that. I know it's full of just stuff and minifigures. How many minifigures come in booklet 2? It doesn't say. So if anybody ever comes across this, please let me know, because I really would like that in my collection. I'm not going to lie. I really honestly would like that. So we are getting to World for a minute. So that is 965 pieces. 2006 that came out. Oh, I wonder if I type in holiday sets, if anything else will pop up. Not sure what that train was. It feels yeah, 2006 is what it's saying for the train. So John says the girl I know does a 4 foot by 8 foot sheet of plywood, jam packed with Winter Village sets. Train runs around the outside. Oh, that's just. Yeah, I know you're not a fan of the figs, John, but this is what it's all about. Get all of them in Christmas jumpers, have them out on the ice skating rinks, use the giveaways that you've got, and you can really make a beautiful Winter Village display. This set, the problem I've got with this set is I went to Billund all by myself in the snow for the first ever time. Walked past walked past the Lego house, walked past another thing that was very, very special, walked over the road, and it was the opticians that had this in the window. I was gobsmacked. I'd never, ever seen this before. I was like, what is this? And here we are, finding out that it's going to hit 20 years old next year. And I want it. I really do want it. And I'm on the American, I'm somehow found all that through the American website. I didn't even go into the UK. So let's jump back to the UK website. That's because I'm not using Google. That's the reason. That's the reason why. Here we go. We're back at it. Check. There we go. We are on and on. Yeah, right. We're on the right tab. I'm just making sure I'm not shutting the wrong tabs down. Don't worry, Trigglebricks. Don't worry, Trigglebricks. Oh, John, it hurts. Oh, 3 years. That's, to be fair, for something that's that old, it's not horrendous. Still a lot of money, though. Ooh, still a lot of money. What? Hang on. I am 10173. Okay, let me just look for something. Just looking for something. See how this takes it. It's all about just searching for Lego stuff with me. That's all I end up doing. Four. $10173. Can't be that hard to remember. 10173. But what was the thing they called it? Was it just holiday train? Right. So rather than it being the Winter Village, what if I type in Lego holiday sets? I'm gonna have a look and see if I can find anything in the background. Lego holiday. Because I don't know when they started to call it the Winter Village stuff. So let me just get this back on for everybody as I'm deep diving now into bits. But I can't believe seeing all of that. That was amazing. Well, this is very true. John's made a good point. It seems like a lot. But he made 7, did he? 2 grand. Oh, that's going to be a very interesting video from him. What did he get? What bits and pieces did he get? Right, it's gone. It's gone again off the Lego website. So they've removed it again. So they are obviously still active on the Lego website. There's obviously people updating this all the time. So the Lions has gone. And it's just gone. It's just been relegated to here. So we know it's been relegated again. Is it going to come back? But yeah, John says it seems like a lot until you compare it to a lot of the new sets. Well, that's very true. But it's a lot of money for a set that's only 20 years old. I don't know if that is just a one and done that they did. Yeah, I don't know if that is a one and done that they did, or so I'd love to get that from like a convention or somewhere. I will have to do a bit of shopping offline and keep up with everybody tomorrow. Obviously not for this train because it's far too expensive over here. Yeah, eBay, it's about £300. Yes, lots and lots and lots of money. We got some actual images of it. How have we found this? Right, so it was, I think it was 9-volt, released in 2006, 965 pieces, but there's actually 990 pieces. It weighed 0.53 pounds. I don't know what I'm on. Hang on. Random information for bits and pieces. Noah, hello. What did you get? Congratulations, congratulations. What did you order? Let me know, let me know, let me know. Right, so I am just randomly looking, finding out information. So, original, I can't understand the box dimensions for, just give it in inches or centimeters. Surely it's a lot easier. Like, what's this? Go away. Go away. Lego, oh, that is Advanced Models Missing Without Box, 2006. So there's a better look at the train. With all the trees, the big carriages. Oh dear. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I'm going to be doing a lot of research behind the scenes. Let's just shut some of that down. Oh, let's get into the chat and see what this is all about. So John, so John says usually spends a huge amount of money every November, but only bought upscale Santa and the Driver in the last months. Yeah. I think. Well, you're just not getting the offers that you're used to, because of maybe stock levels and all the other little bits and pieces. So at least you save yourself a huge amount of money. But at the same time, if you're looking forward to stuff, it's not ideal. But Noah, what did you get? You got your Lego haul. I'm very, very excited for you. So let me know what it is that you actually got. The poll's coming in. So it's 44% for got everything you wanted. Sold out too fast at 12%. So Nightmare at 31%. And it was 12% the sales were good. So yeah, you're going to have to keep your eye on this to see if this is going to come back in or not. And we'll also have a quick look again for the Ninjago, because we know over in America that is game over. So yeah, it's still temporary. Still temporary out of stock on that one. So I will end the poll in 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes time, we'll start to wrap things up, I think. And then I can grab some food and all those other little bits and pieces. So if there's anything you guys and girls want to look at, then obviously let me know. We can check out some bits and pieces, get your lists in of the stuff that you've actually got as well. And then I can get them up on the screen for people to see. So like with Noah's, I'll share that in a second so we can see exactly what's going on with that. And I will be thinking, what is the best way for that giveaway if I wanted the Christmas stuff? Because in my head, I am now thinking, because that train is so different, I could actually do a comparison video of both the trains, as well as a Christmas live build. So I could actually use it for a couple of different bits and pieces. And of course, I can actually display it as well. So I was thinking, because it's going to be, it's got to be a train station next year. But thanks to Trickle Bricks, if I did get the advent calendar to make up for the fact that it doesn't come with the minifigures, I can have them around the train and add them to the train. Yeah, that's it. I think for maybe next year, you're going to be saving a fair bit of money from lots of different companies, because I heard Amazon didn't do very well for you either. So they're just not going to be you're just not going to be getting the discounts next year, which I think obviously everywhere else is, but I think it's just you're just going to get penalised for no fault of your own at the moment, until obviously things calm down a little bit. So fingers crossed. A little the positive, like Trickle Brick says, you save yourself a fair bit of money, which is good going. So that's great. But yes, we are going to be wrapping it up in a couple of minutes time, but we'll wait for Noah if he's still about. We'll check just to see if anything else is gone. See, look at that. Recommended, because I've been talking about it. There it is. What do I do? Do I do it? How can we do this? I'm going to make up my own list now. What can we do? So add that. Do we think this is worth getting? I think it is. But what do we think of? I really like the Christmas tree, and I like the cat. It's got a dog. I like the bits and pieces. But I would also use all of those. I'd use everything on that. But what do you guys think? Do you think that this is the stronger advent calendar to go for? Yeah, see, that's the problem we've got, is they're going to get more expensive for us. And I did look for a lot of the other little bits and pieces, and I couldn't get. They just weren't shipping to the UK. You have to get them through Amazon. So, but you might find that those prices will start going up as well, because they're not made in the States. So hopefully, John, it will all calm down for you, and you're just going to sort of have a look at some bits and pieces and see what you like at the moment. But yeah, at least you save yourself a huge amount of money. Trickle says just got no space left, so won't be buying much either. No, I think you've bought basically the whole store. I'm going to add that to the bag. I like that. Oh, I qualify for the the baby gorilla. Oh, there we go. That's a bonus. So what's that up to? Why have I got 4 things in the advent? Hang on. Oh, 2. Oh, that's a bit scary. I don't want to be doing that. Right. Okay. So I could just use my points and get it for literally nothing. Or I get £13 worth of points for this. But what's the giveaway cost? I'm doing live shopping now. This is dangerous. I actually am now just making up a shopping list. I'm like, yeah, I feel like I'm missing out, and I really will kick myself if I don't get the train. So I'm going to get the train. I have worked hard enough over the last couple of weeks. So 155. Yes, exactly. So yeah, that's it at the moment. It's good. Just have to keep your eyes peeled. Thank you, Trickle Bricks. 155 for the giveaway. Yeah, just have to keep your eyes peeled with regards to those companies that you actually might be better off, whereas further afield might not be as so. Just with everything that's going on and how quickly they can get them in. So it'll be interesting to see. It will be interesting to see. But they've struck at the right time in the market, and they've got a very good, interesting price point as well. So yeah, they've definitely done the right thing. So if I'm at 150, if I need 155, and I am currently at 130, what's the other thing I should add? I could add another advent calendar, but I don't think the advent calendar, the other advent calendar, any of them are good enough? So I want this giveaway, and I now want this train, and I'm going to use the train for a comparison. This will be potentially our next build. So that escalated very, very quickly and very, very easily, may I add. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kick myself not getting it. But what do we think? If I was to get one or the other, the train or the tree? I think the train. Yeah, because I can do more with that. I'm just getting these up for the benefit of you, not actually adding anything to the basket. So if I need... What is it? What else is it I need? I need £25. What is wintry for £25? Come on, you guys and girls can help me shop. I sat and watched all of you last night buying the whole store. And I was actually looking for other winter because there was another company. It might have been Pantsy that did an A-frame cabin with a ski lift up a big slope. And that was on sale on Amazon, and I did like the look of that. I was like, "Ooh, that looks like it's just the right scale for you." It looked a bit like the same size scale as the Art of Chocolate. I said this yesterday. Dungeons and Dragons in with the Winter Village. I just don't know about the gingerbread. I don't know. I've got a Santa. I want something about this price, and there isn't. That's the problem. Oh, I don't know. Because it'd be silly to get that, I think. I don't think that would work. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So yeah, I'm always looking at stuff, John. Always looking at all the other stuff. But it was quite difficult to find wintry stuff that goes with. I have, yeah, I noticed that. That number follows me absolutely everywhere. That 666 number. So yeah, for some reason it follows me all over the place. So we are stuck on 666, and I'm happy with that. So yeah, I even took a photo. Do I need any PAB? I do, but I was thinking of going to the Lego store and just getting a box and hoping that they had the stuff I need. I could potentially get tiles, but I don't know what the part number is. I've got a lot of tiling to do. There is potential, but everybody that is voted, thank you very much indeed. We are now basically shopping for me. That's how this is how this live stream has turned around on its head. I've been left to my own devices for too long, and what I was planning to do has changed. So oh no, Trickle Bricks. No, we need to jump that. We need to get from 666 to let's just go from 666 to 69, shall we? That'd be more funny. We don't want the 67. Not a problem, John. Enjoy your nap. I'm not going to be on here for too much longer. Not going to be on here for too much longer at all. I'm going to be ending the poll in a couple of minutes and literally just figure out what I need to top it up to that amount of money, because if I add that, it's just going to take it up to scary money. And I just want to be as close. I do like the 8080, but I could just get that next year. So yeah. It is nice though. It is nice. Is the because the upscale Santa is nice as well, isn't it? Santa. Look how badly I spelt that. Yeah. So, but this is not as much. but this is on the 25th. How tall is this? They paired it. What have they paired it up with? The gingerbread house. Yeah. I just don't know if I would want that in my display. I don't know if it would work with anything else. Ah, you Carrie, you have a nice retirement nap. Enjoy yourself, John. You take care. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for everybody that's liked the video as well. YouTube likes that kind of thing. Hit the like, hit the notification bell, and you'll know next time we go live. Right, talking of that, let's end this poll because we've just broken the 2-hour mark. So the poll will end now. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that is true. Could potentially get it before the 25th. Because hang on, let me just put it in there just so we can see it side by side. I'm definitely not hitting all of this. I'm not going to be doing that. So out the 2. Oh, you do. I get them. Oh, I've got no interest in the mini night. So what is it? The 25th and the 31st. I don't know which one's better. Because if you remove that, I haven't got a calculator, so I need J. It's 176. This is where the small vehicles are missing this year. Because if I was to Winter Village, add the post vehicle. Yeah, I don't think. Look at the gingerbread, but yeah, something like this, which is a great build, that gets added. We are really close then, aren't we? Yeah, see? And then I could maybe do some minifigures. I don't know. So I've got the Santa. The problem is I've got that truck. I've already got that truck. It's an amazing truck, but I don't need 2 of them. I've got the sleigh, which is great, but I've already got 2 of those. I've already got 2 of those sleighs, so I don't need any of that. They just haven't this year done additions to things. Is there minifigures available online? Christmas jumpers. Oh, I don't know. Oh, learn to spell. Learn to spell. Uh-oh. You couldn't find. Hey! I know this put up a fight with me before, but surely if I type that in, that's what should have come up. Now it's just having a fit. No, am I being an absolute spat? So I can get a hat. I can spend 77 pence. I thought the filters are clear. It says selective filters 0. Am I spelling Christmas wrong? Yes, I am. That can't be right. There's no way. Because they're available in the Pick-a-Brick, aren't they? You've got the elves and... Go on Bricks and Pieces. They have essential minifigure options. Right, thank you. Hang on. Honestly, Bricks and Pieces. Where are we? Let me just read what you've written. So go on Bricks and Pieces. They have a seasonal minifigure option. What, on the view all pieces, or do I just type in seasonal? Oh. Medieval, City, Classic, Pirates, Viking, Ninjago, Lego Dreams. No, none of them. Brick Collection. No. I am not doing very well with this. IAL. Learn to spell. No. I'm giving up. Rubbish. I'll have to figure out what else can go in there. What an idiot. Right, guys, that's it. I'm done. Oh, scroll across. Oh, hang on then. Pick a brick. Try again. Pick a brick. Nope. I can't scroll across. That's it. That's all there is. It doesn't go any further. Yeah. Got to learn what I'm actually spelling wrong in Christmas. No idea. I thought I keep doing it right. The word jumper, is that going to help? They've done me over, Trickle Bricks. That's what it is. They've done me over. Torso, yeah, good. Well, it's definitely not loading jumper, is it? So is it just blown up? I think it's just given up, I think. Oh, hang on. No, they've just given me the torsos of everything, haven't they? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Right, that'll do, Trickle Bricks. That will do. That will do. That will do. So, guys and girls, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for joining me on this random sort of aftermath of day number 1, and we will be doing it again tomorrow. We've got all of this to look forward to again, because we will be keeping our eyes peeled of what comes back in, what comes back out, and everything else. And as we know, all the giveaways still available. The Lioness Castle is gone, and this is what still remains. And I would probably think that the Gringotts Bank will be gone by tomorrow morning, I would think. Right, I'll catch everybody up tomorrow, probably be the same time as well. So we'll go 5 o'clock in the UK just for an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Or maybe a little bit earlier, depending on weather and whatever else. So it's a Sunday. I know people have a bit more time on a Sunday. So yeah, it was nice and busy today. So guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. You lot take care. I'll pick us next one. Take care, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.